let's get right to your reading. Sorry for babbling. I just felt like I needed to say that. So let's start with your cards here for February. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles to start off. So to me, this could signify two things. Okay. Because I feel like I'm speaking to two different Scorpios here, and let me adjust myself. I feel like I'm like a little far from the desk. So what I'm seeing here is that Scorpio, you might have found the one for you. You might have found the how do I say this? It's almost like you have finally settled down with someone, a good stable foundation, whether it's with someone or not. Okay. Just take this how it resonates. I feel like there is something here. Maybe you've come to some money. Maybe you will come to some money, or just something is happening here that is bigger than you thought it would be. Okay. Now, for others of you, I feel like this is the total opposite. It could be something that broke, something that shifted in your life, maybe because you got some clarity, etc., etc. The reason I say that is because you have the Ace of Swords here. So the Ace of Swords can signify, again, here, two things. It can either be the fact that there is a new beginning that's going to be very successful with you and another person, something stable, a new relationship, maybe something very long term. You know, something that's going to lead to success, because Ace of Swords is victory now, and it's also new beginnings. But to me, Ace of Swords can also signify that clarity, okay? A clarity and a sharp mind that comes, all right? So to me, it could signify that you got some clarity about something and you felt like this is not the place for you, okay? Now, the reason I'm saying all of this, and this might just be money, okay? This might just be some money that you either came to or lost, or however this resonates with you, okay? Let's just continue the reading because it's all gonna connect. I see the Eight of Cups here. So the Eight of Cups is about someone walking away. So I feel like if you're in the group of people that have built something new with someone, to me this is signifying like it took so much strength for me, because we do have the Strength card here, to walk away from your past patterns, your past relationships, past bullshit, right? And you've been able to heal that and start something fresh and new and long term with someone that is actually worth it. Now, for those of you that aren't starting something new, I feel like you're just walking away, and it's requiring a lot of courage for you to walk away from this situation, okay? Because I feel like you know that there is better for you out there, okay? Now, again, if it has to do with money, it could literally mean that you could be walking away from money or walking toward money. So take that as it resonates. We do have a Six of Pentacles here. So in regards to that relationship, again, this is probably something that is very equal give and take, or something that wasn't equal give and take. You see where I'm coming from now? There is two sides to this story, to these stories. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. To this reading, there's two sides to this reading. And I feel like part of you guys is like, oh, you never had the equal give and take. You never had what you deserved. And therefore you kind of just like walked away. You got the Eight of Chalices. Again, this is about walking away, leaving something, detaching from something. Now, for others of you, I feel like you've walked away toward this because you wanted this. And this is what you're receiving now. This is what you have now, or what you will have now, because you deserve that. You deserve someone that's going to give you just as much as you receive. Now, if it's for those of you that have been coming into money, I feel like this is definitely that sign that there is money coming your way, okay? So we have the Eight of Swords here with the Emperor. So to me, this is definitely saying, for those of you that have found this already or finding it, I'm seeing that you're finally detangling yourself from the bullshit. You are finally coming out of that imprisonment that you felt like you were in for so long. Now, for those of you that are going into this, I feel like it's all an illusion. You know, we go through shit, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is not really, this is not going to last very long. You're not going to be in this place very long, because we do have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is telling me you're going to take authority. You're going to take control over everything, because you know what? At the end of the day, you know your worth. You know that this is temporary. You know that you are going to find something so much better. And we do have the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Chalices is telling me, so first of all, Queen of Swords is like thinking logically, thinking with a sharper mind, okay? It's about being complex, but also perceptive and very clear-minded. And I feel, Scorpio, you in the month of February are going to have that sharp mind, okay? You're definitely going to be tapping into your air qualities, even if you don't have air in your chart. I feel like there's just something here that you're going to be thinking about a lot in the month of February, how to manifest something you've been wishing for. We have the Nine of Chalices here. So it's definitely wish fulfillment here. So I feel like because for a lot of you, you're definitely having more of a sharp mind, those things that you've been wanting to manifest are going to come to you because now you're more clearer in your mind. Okay. Very beautiful. And then we have temperance here, and it's being clarified by the lovers. So again, this is whether you left a relationship or you're going into a relationship. This is not really a love reading. Okay. So take this as it resonates, even if it's like a career thing. So, with temperance here, I feel like there's a lot of balance coming into your life. I feel like you probably felt like you were in the middle path for a really long time. Okay. And now I feel like you are walking the path that you feel is best for you. And with the lovers, it's like you could be, again, in going into that relationship, finding that balance and stability in a relationship, or it could be the fact that the choices that you've been making, because the lovers can mean choices, whatever choices you've been making are really going to balance that yin and that yang in your life, that light and that darkness. Very beautiful. Now in February, that sounds amazing, because especially since we're in retrograde right now, Mercury is in retrograde, I feel like there's just a lot of shit up in the air, and that's okay. I feel like there could be a lot of communication glitches in the month of February. So take it easy on your partner. And please ask your partner to take it easy on you, because we can be very sensitive during this time. So we have the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands to me is just signifying that happy life that's coming your way, that happy. For some of you, you could be getting married. You could be getting engaged in the month of February. Maybe for some of you, you could probably be getting engaged on the 14th. Or just any time in February. I definitely see happiness coming your way, whether you are in a relationship or not, though. I feel like you're definitely holding things close and dear to your heart with the Four of Pentacles here. You're also going to be careful with your money. I feel like being careful with your money is going to fulfill you a little more. We also have the Hermit here. So the Hermit to me signifies a time where you did dig deep, and because you dug deep, is that a word? I don't know. Whatever. Because it is a word. I'm sorry. I don't know where the fuck my head is at right now, but I feel a little like airy, a little like in the clouds. Maybe you've been feeling that way for some of you, but yeah, the Hermit card, I definitely feel like there has been a lot of inner contemplation. I feel like you have gone digging deep within yourself and really just finding what it is that's making you happy, and you're holding it dear to your heart. Very beautiful. Now, last but not least, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune tells me those dark times are coming to an end. I feel like you've definitely, in the month of February, been able to balance the yin and the yang again. I see the black and the light here. So it's like you've been able to finally get a hold of yourself, get a hold of your life, get a hold of the things that happen in your life, and really put everything into perspective and into place. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. So we started with the Ten of Pentacles and we end with the Ten of Pentacles, which to me means that no matter what happens in your life, Scorpio, in the month of February, there's a lot of stability that's coming your way, okay? Whether this be with someone or not, karmic cycles are ending. So if that means that somebody had to go from your life, then that is exactly what it means. Now, if others of you, it just means that the Wheel of Fortune is bringing a lot of money your way. So there's a lot of good luck coming into your life. Month of February is going to be cool. I think it's going to be pretty chill. There is going to be, some hermit moments. There's definitely going to be some, tied up moments, but in the end, I feel like you're definitely going to be in a good place. Very beautiful. So let's go to your oracle cards. The first card here, which is actually the last card that I pulled, is Thoughts Create Your Reality. Okay, so let's put this one here, especially right now during the month of February. I feel like definitely watch what you're thinking of, because you could think something into reality, okay? So everything that you see in this physical dimension is a replica of what has first been created in thought. There is nothing that you can look at right now that didn't first have its genesis as the energy of thought. Since we have the ability to create reality from thought, that means that you too have the power to construct your own personal existence. And with that power comes responsibility. Be mindful of your thoughts. If you focus on what you don't have, be it money or health or love, then the energy of lack is what you will create. Your guides are ready and willing to inspire you and help you see that your desires come to fruition. All you have to do is ask for their assistance. In fact, the summation of all your previous thoughts and intentions are what you are experiencing right now when you read this card's message. Look around yourself right now. Your environment has been created by your choices, whether consciously or subconsciously. So again, we're talking about choices here that are being made. Very beautiful. Start making conscious choices and you'll be amazed at what you create for yourself. Now, we do have let go of ego. I think this is a very beautiful message, and it's let's just read it and then we'll talk about it. Okay, let me find it first. Okay. It says, a major lesson in this human school is to learn to separate the ego self from the true self. In the illusionary reality of the physical world, the consciousness of your higher self, which deals only in all, is filtered through the human brain and thoughts are focused on I. The human identifies itself by the body you are in, your physical surroundings, the material objects that you acquire, and how you are perceived by others. Every emotional thought is seen from your point of view. Your guides and your higher self have chosen this earth dimension so that you can feel what it is like to manifest the energy of love and compassion while you are experiencing the emotions of isolation and disconnectedness. It is this great divide between ego self and higher self that causes sorrow and misery in this dimension. With this card, your guides would like to remind you that your main objective during physical incarnation is to view all things as part of yourself. When you are able to open yourself up to an awareness outside of the ego, you are able to see the bigger perspective of your being. And only then, through this shift, can you experience true joy and happiness. Very beautiful. And I feel like, okay, so the reason I said let's talk about this afterwards is because letting go of ego truly means letting go of this false imprisonment. And I feel like if a lot of you are going through it or will be going through it, this is a good time to let go of the ego, okay? And be yourself, which is the last card, and it's a perfect card to finish the reading off with. So I'm glad that I followed my intuition with these. So this one says, you chose to incarnate in this physical dimension for a clear reason and purpose. You chose the correct circumstances to learn specific lessons. If you stray from this original path because of peer pressure, feelings of wanting to fit in, the need for acceptance, or fear of judgment or discrimination, then the experience that your higher self has chosen to invest its energy and focus on have been for naught. If this card appears in your spread, examine how some emotions, traits, or desires that reflect your true self have been stifled or hidden because you are afraid of presenting them to an unaccepting world. Please be aware that concealing your true colors is like giving your GPS the wrong coordinates of your location. You will become hopelessly lost. Let your true light shine, because all those things that are meant to be drawn to you shall find their way. Very incredibly, I can't fucking talk right now. Incredibly beautiful, the message from your guide.